welcome to the Questionnaires podcast, where each week we source the best questions from Yahoo Answers and attempt to provide the best advice from.
Why do I look okay in the mirror but ugly in photos?
Two.
Do you chew mashed potatoes?
We're here to prove that every question deserves an answer. Joining with me this week, as always, is Marcus
Hey.
and Damien.
Hello, Tom.
I'm Tom.
Hello, Tom.
You know what I like that we've been doing? I haven't been listening to the questions. Usually I'm late.
Yeah.
And I don't know what questions you're going to read.
It's a mystery for you.
And you read those ones you were telling me. It's why is it
Yeah.
I look ugly in the mirror?
Well, this is how I like to see it. You're the host.
Right.
And therefore we're trying to impress the host.
That's
Okay,
right.
no, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about the mashed potato thing.
That's a very interesting one.
Me and Marcus were discussing it before,
Yeah.
and it broke my brain. I was trying to remember how I eat mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
and I was pantomiming putting a fork in my mouth. I'm like, do I just straight up swallow it, or do I chew it? I don't remember.
I think I might use a straw. For some reason, this doesn't feel right.
he was
drink mashed potato.
Because I laughed and I'm like, of course you chew mashed potato. He goes, but do you? I'm like, what? You just put it in your mouth. You don't do anything in your mouth
Just
whatsoever.
set it down your
and
gullet.
just swallow.
I think I might pelican it and just put it straight down the gobber.
Nah. See, look, to be fair, I'm not a fan of mashed potatoes, so therefore I don't eat them often. But even when I do, I'm just like,
I very rarely eat mashed potatoes on their own.
Yeah.
I'm on, as far as on a fork.
You'll have it with like a Parma or something,
exactly.
right?
Like you might sort of, if you've got some sort of I don't know, steak or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll I'll scoop a bit onto there, put it with a steak into my mouth. Party dishwasher.
Yeah.
Cycle.
Are you the
Right
kind
in
of
there.
person when you're eating, you like to finish it all in one go?
I think we've discussed
we've
this.
talked about
I've
this,
watched
yeah.
you eat meals before. Let's just say a McDonald's meal. I
Yeah.
will sip my drink, have my chips, have my burger, and rotate, and basically cycle through those. Whereas I feel like you are just all right, chips are done, time for the burger.
No. Hold on. Don't be silly.
right.
Burger first.
Burger first.
Chips second.
I would have thought you'd be a chips first because it's all right, fill me up, and then go the taste of the burger.
I think my mum or parents taught me that, or not taught me, just said as you're paying for the burger, so your choice is the burger.
Do you know what that means? Marcus, he's a generous eater / lover. He's like, I'm paying all my attention to
Yeah,
you,
right.
burger.
Yeah.
You're getting 100% Marcus right now.
I chose the burger. I didn't choose the fries. The fries came with it.
I get it.
Right.
And then I usually have the
understand.
drink at the end because I like to have a real big swig of drink. I
and
don't
you
like.
literally finish it in I
I don't want when you have a little sip of a drink.
Yeah.
I like it when it hits the back of your throat. You don't get that with little sips.
Marcus
you get that with gulps.
deep throat and Coca-Cola.
We're getting too far down the rabbit hole right now.
Marcus's life. But it's interesting.
Let's
Tom-
pull the lever and reset the podcast.
How do we
No,
get there?
Before we do that, Tom, do you chew your mashed potatoes though?
I think I must, but that's only because there's another party involved,
Okay.
usually a protein of some sort.
When I was trying to remember, Marcus said to me, he's like, you don't chew soup. I'm like, yeah, I know I don't chew soup. What's your point?
It's not soup we're talking
What if
about.
it's chunky soup? Do you
What
choose
about a minestrone?
do you choose chunky
No,
soup?
pull the lever, reset. We're getting out of this
How
conversation.
about pasta fajoule? How do you consume
I'm pulling
that?
the fajoule lever. We're resetting the podcast.
just guzzle it.
What
Guzzle it.
are we here to do,
It ends
Tom?
now. We're going to answer some questions from Yahoo Answers. We've each found some questions. We're going to try and provide some advice to these people as if they were our buddies or as if they were listening.
Yeah.
The other thing we do is we choose a theme for each week. And whose theme is it?
It's my theme, baby.
Damien. All right.
Okay, so what we traditionally do is we might have a theme, name them after a dog, name the people after a dog breed or one of your favorite songs, right? I want to do something a little different.
Okay.
Whoever chooses to go first, doesn't matter.
Okay.
As soon as whoever elects to go first, I'm going to give you 3 seconds and I want you just to name the question asker after the first thing you can think of.
Oh, okay.
I don't care what it is.
Right.
Oh.
Who wants to go first?
Me.
Takers, Tom?
Yes.
All
It's
right.
come from tablecloth.
Didn't even let me count down.
No, because I don't want to think too much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so I started thinking too much and I was like, uh-oh.
I don't know why. We're not even in a room that has a tablecloth.
All right, what does tablecloth have to say for
Okay,
themselves?
tablecloth writes, bad manners? My
Bad
friend,
table manners.
That's right. My friend always comments about the food I order in a restaurant and expects to share what I have, such as wings, ribs, french fries, onion rings, and sometimes even my steak. The only way I can avoid this is to order what she orders, which is mainly soup or salad. Once I ordered a soup because how can you share soup? And when it was delivered, she reached over and started stirring it and commenting on the ingredients. How do I handle this? Tablecloth.
It's like if a friend gets a straw.
It builds like a
Like
big...
a comically long straw from across the table.
I drink your milkshake.
Exactly.
I'm going to chew your soup right up. I'll stay away.
Don't chew. So yeah, sharing food.
Sharing food.
Like that you've ordered somewhere.
Okay. It depends on sharing food. I
I don't think this is sharing food, though. This
No.
person...
This isn't.
No,
This
yeah,
isn't.
it's
The
like-
weird thing is they're becoming like a master chef judge, right?
Right.
Like as soon as the person picks the food, they start basically getting hands-on with it and
right.
critiquing it, being like,
Yeah.
oh, this soup is a bit too chunky. You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
I don't know if it's necessarily, it's not about sharing, like you said, but
Yeah.
it's just about someone having food envy.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Someone orders something, their meal comes out, it's shit.
Yeah.
Or they're like, I want to be healthy.
Well, if they're always getting the soup and the salad, then I can
and then,
imagine it's...
you know, when the chips come out,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, mate, you got plenty of chips there. Surely
Yeah.
you can spare
you
one.
can spare one chip.
But my thought process is you wanted chips, you get yourself some chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey doesn't share food, if I could quote Friends.
I think this might be a case of where the person who's soup and salad,
Yep.
the old soupy salad person,
Yep.
they might be trying to watch their weight or like be healthy.
Okay.
So the way they feel better about themselves is to get a soup where it's like, let's say you order a burger and chips. I'm like, well, if I have to have Summer Tom's chips,
Yeah.
well, I'm not cheating on my diet technically. I didn't order it.
Yeah.
The chips just happened to fall into my mouth.
And I'm doing him a favor because
Yeah.
he's not going to get as fat.
That's
right.
So
If anything, you should
welcome.
be paying me.
Yeah.
I'm getting fat for you, Tom.
So, all right. I think... I think
This man did this. You did this.
the man tip, the man tip shame. So I think we know what Tom's opinion is on sharing food.
Well, yeah.
Now, what type of foods are okay to be shared though?
Okay, well,
Tapas.
No, I mean like
A sharing platter?
Because I'm all of the opinion. Like I go out for usually Asian meals, but
Yes.
generally Chinese.
Yeah.
I would normally like order.
Yeah.
Like I would like talk with the table first and say, hey, let's all
what
get
are we
like
feeling?
Yeah, what are we feeling? Do we want like steak and bak main and
That's a bit-
lemon chicken and
It
that?
might be a bit different if you're going to a restaurant that is known for sharing.
Yeah.
Or big dishes.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily a fan of those because I feel like when you do order something, like let's just say we're all going to get the
Butter chicken.
I don't know, let's say the fried chicken, right?
Yeah.
We're going to order like one fried chicken for the table, one of these, one of these, one of these.
Yeah.
And it's like, cool, that fried chicken is delicious, but I'm only getting one piece of it.
Okay.
And like, then it's over. Some
Yeah.
people say you get to taste a bit of everything and it's great because you get so many flavors. But I like to sort of hone in and like, you know.
You want one flavor.
Want that. If that flavor's good, I'm like, I want to commit to that
And you
flavor.
feel like you can't indulge, right?
Right.
It's
I'm a one flavor sort of guy.
It happens a lot with dumplings where it's like,
Yep.
for some reason, it's like, there's always one extra dumpling left over,
Yeah,
and everyone's
yeah.
tentatively looking at it like, you gonna eat that?
Yeah,
So you
right,
gonna
right.
eat that dumpling? It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't want to be that person.
Usually, this is how I usually go about like those one dumpling situations. It's like, oh, do you want that? That person says no. I'm like, all right, cool, bam.
Yeah, right,
It's in.
right.
I'm not going to go. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because the
We
are you
can
sure
cut it in
part is-
half. It's like, no, it's like-
no.
Like
said
Tom, you
no.
don't wait for the countdown. You just go
No.
straight in tablecloth
Yeah,
and
right.
throw it in your mouth.
Exactly. But I'm of the opinion of sharing, like you get a taste of everything and whatnot. Generally, I'm also the biggest eater as well. So usually there's like, when there's like a whole plate of something left over, I don't care what food it is, I'll eat it.
Yeah, right.
So I win in that
Clear the
situation.
plate. Clear the plate.
But one of my other friends I know, I just want to say,
Yeah.
he's of your opinion. He goes, nah. So we went to Thai food. We're like, oh, we'll get a bit of everything. He goes, no.
I'm getting-
I want pad Thai. I don't want to share it.
It's always the guy
You
that
get-
wants pad thai as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like
it's
the
just like,
whitest
I
thing
want-
you can order on the menu.
I want pad Thai, and that's all I want.
Yeah.
It's like, fair enough, but I wanted to have a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah,
But
I'm all for those things. Like if you're going to Thai, it's like we're going to get a green curry, a massaman curry, we're going to get some pad Thai, we're going to get some spring rolls. Sharing in that instance is fine.
Yeah.
But when you've ordered a main for you and a main for someone else, that's when I think it all depends.
I think that's okay in that situation. If that dude, your friend,
Yeah.
wants that smelly feet pad thai, right?
Yeah.
It does smell like stinky
It tastes
feet.
better than it smells.
It does,
Yeah.
definitely. I like someone who's kind of decisive, though. I'm just like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
You guys share.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do my own
Yeah.
thing. I like that.
That's-
Just tell
yeah.
me what you want to do.
Yeah.
As opposed to someone being like quietly disgruntled and being like, well, I wanted more pad thai.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Okay.
okay. So the two mains, I agree, you can't really share that. But the sides in the middle, like,
This-
you can agree normally.
This situation, I think, is a bit different because regardless of the eating situations, it seems like their friend always inserts them
Yeah.
into their meals,
That's right.
regardless of what
Doesn't
they
matter
get.
what you order. It's like, oh, that looks nice.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, wings. Doesn't matter if it's steak or if
Yeah.
it's onion
She
rings.
just has a little bit.
She'll always want to have a little tasty
The
taste.
only time they don't want it, for the most part, is when they order the same thing,
That's the only
which
time.
they don't actually want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to order what?
Yeah.
Like tablecloth doesn't want to
How
order
would you
what
go about it?
Look,
Confront the friend.
you know, the older I get,
Yeah.
there's not many things bring me joy.
I love that you said it.
Not many things bring me joy.
Didn't
Okay.
sound right, but it's actually kind of true.
Fell out of my mouth. Like, oh, God damn, that's a bit too honest. But like, food is one of those things where Sorry, that got a bit surreal all of a sudden. God
baby.
damn. But I don't, look, that's a bit hyperbolic. But I kind of mean like food is one of those pure things where it's like when you really look forward to a meal, that 20 minutes or however long it takes you to eat it, I'm in heaven.
You can always rely on tasty food.
Yeah. And then I go back to that hollow, empty feeling once the meal's over, right?
Yeah.
But I think for me personally, I probably would just not eat with that person anymore.
Yeah.
Like let's say we go into the movies, I would eat dinner beforehand and meet up with them after.
That's if they were, is that if they did it every time and only had like a little bit, or if they had a substantial amount of your food? Like if they had like one piece of your chicken parmigiana,
I think every time,
it would wear thin on you.
even if it's a little bit, if it happened every time, it ends up a lot, right?
That is a whole Parma over 16 meals.
You know what I mean?
You
Let's
basically
say
ate a Parma.
If you could somehow make like a visual diagram of your friend's stomach with all the bits of food they took from you,
Yeah, right.
I'm sure that'd be a pretty full stomach by the end of the week.
I like
you
to
know
think
what
of
I
it
mean?
like if you were to do a fundraiser, you know how they have the little thermometer thingy and they gauge
Yes.
how much donated? It's like every time they do it, you colour in a little bit more to reach our goal of one full Parma.
One full Parma. That's it. Look, your advice is the passive aggressive. Is the passive one, isn't
yeah.
it? It's the I don't want to stir the
the
pot.
non-confrontational,
Yeah,
I would
the
say.
non-confrontational.
What do you do?
I would flat out be like, no, this is mine. You want the fucking soup.
Yeah.
You only need to blow up once at him.
Marcus would fork right in the
Just
hands.
need to blow up once at him, and
Yeah.
they'll know I can't come do that again.
Yeah,
That's all
it's-
it is.
evolution has brought us from cavemen to where we are now. It's in our natural instinct.
Yeah.
So,
to
look,
bark.
I would even say, look, you want my meal? Wait until I'm done. If there's a little bit left over, you can have that.
It's funny,
But
do you-
Marcus, you're gonna eat it all.
Well, then tough luck.
That never happens. You can hit the plate.
Marcus, I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
I would say you're not a confrontational person. I cannot imagine you
Yeah.
being like, bitch, get your hand off my plate or else your hand's going to be a side
I think it
dish.
depends on who.
Hold on. Depends on who. Like,
Yeah.
if someone was just like putting their hands in to go grab a chippy,
Yeah.
I'd be like, no,
You're
Yeah.
gonna lose that finger.
no, you're gonna lose that finger.
Yeah.
Like, hold on, let me finish what I want to eat,
Yeah.
then you can have it.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
most of my
I
friends wouldn't
usually,
be
once
like
I've
that.
ordered, I've promised myself, like, this is... I look at it when it comes out, and I'm like, cool, we're going to attack this in the way I like to attack. I'll finish it off with one little piece of this. I have a plan and a promise to my stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you throw that balance off, I don't
You
feel
can't
great.
have a friend who goes rogue
Yeah.
and all of a sudden
It's different
upheaves
if
your
it's my
plan.
wife. I will share food with my
That's
wife.
different.
That is the
Girlfriend,
mother
wife,
of my
and
own
she's
child.
She's eating for two now.
Yeah.
She's eating for two. That's true.
See, the funny thing is, like, often, like, friends, like, just say my plate comes first,
Yep.
they'll grab a chip. So the moment their plate comes, I'll grab a chip.
Yeah,
I'm like,
make sure it's
one
one for
one.
one. So your head is so petty.
The ledger is square.
The ledger is square.
Oh my god.
But 9 times out of 10,
An eye for an eye.
Yeah.
A fish finger for a fish finger.
9 times out of 10, they don't finish their meals. I've noticed my friend, like, if they've eaten some of my chips, I'm like, don't worry,
Don't worry, they're not gonna get
they'll
through
leave
it.
some of theirs.
Yeah.
Even it's like an accountant.
No way.
Right.
Always making sure
Hey,
it's
you gotta square
balanced.
the ledger
I've
off.
got to balance this.
Yeah, gotta balance the
table.
books.
Fair enough.
All right, so do we sort of answer, like, maybe say, you're saying don't eat with them?
I'll-
And you're
no,
saying
no,
don't
He's
eat
saying
with
be
them?
upfront about it. I'm saying just don't eat with them.
Yeah.
I think you should mention it. I don't think you should be aggressive
you
towards
don't need to
them.
be aggressive, but if you are aggressive, that's the only time you need to be at that one
Yeah, right.
time.
Drown them in the soup.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave it there for tablecloth.
All right,
All right,
I'm going to go next.
I want to go.
So, all right, let's count Damien in. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Garfield.
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 Okay, is Garfield
There's
in the
no
room?
Garfield in my room.
There's a tray of lasagna on Marcus's desk. No, there isn't.
No. Okay, great.
Alrighty, so Garfield writes in, is it wrong that I almost made my sister cry because I kicked ass so bad in Monopoly?
Oh.
Me and my family decided to play a game of Monopoly. It went very wrong. I swear to God, I was not playing dirty at all. I just suckered them all into thinking I was making good deals with them by trading them their great pieces of land for really crappy ones. My sister cried. My brother said suck my ass to my dad when he bankrupted him. And my mum even threw some of the little plastic houses at my dad. By the end of the game, no one was speaking to each other. But I didn't really care because I won. Did I do anything wrong? Any ideas how to play Monopoly in the future without this happening? Garfield.
That sounds exactly how all Monopoly games end up.
It is the stereotype,
That's literally
right?
in the rule book, I
And
think. It's just like,
I'm pretty sure in the rule book it is if you were first out, flip the table,
Yeah.
Yep.
and then just let everybody else
And
figure
then
out
tell
what's
your
going on.
dad to suck your ass.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you're wrongfully, like, being bankrupt, tell them to suck your ass.
Even if your dad's not at the table, you call him up and you tell him, "Suck my ass,
Suck my
baby."
ass, Dad.
Yeah.
Playing Monopoly again, are you, son?
Yeah.
I literally played a game of Monopoly 2 weeks ago.
Oh, recently.
Just at Easter time, actually.
How did it go?
I won.
So right now, Tom's like, it was a great Monopoly
talk
game.
about it.
So you had a good time.
It was a great time, but this is how we do things when we play Monopoly. There were 6 players, and it gets to a point where so many people have bought stuff, and it's like, well, what are we going to do? We're going to sit here with our thumbs in our ass.
Yeah.
We're gonna like get some Monopolies going, build some hotels.
Yeah.
It was actually Disney